Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today we're going to be talking about RavenQuest and their deal with WAYL Group. Then we're going to be talking about MedMen and their preliminary financials, and then we are going to be talking about APHA+MMEN Financials. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps my channel grow. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. And yeah. I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything we talk about here. So let's get into this. So RavenQuest said they'll be able to supply up to 8,000 kilograms for WAYL Group, but they've completed their first shipment to WAYL. So that's really good. That's going to help out WAYL. So that they can supply to all the provinces, because they have 11,000 kilogram deal with all the provinces excluding Ontario. So probably in total they probably got about a 17,000 to 20,000 kilogram total for 2019. So they need to supply these provinces. So RavenQuest is going to help them out. So they're also talking about they're confident they can ramp up revenue to north of 44.5 million for 2019. So that's pretty good. So I'm not sure what they're going to be selling it for. If they're talking about 44.5, if they sell 8,000 kilograms, and then I think they're doing 10,000 kilograms. So it could be that they're maybe selling it to WAYL for only $4 per gram. So, and then they can sell it to the provinces for about $5.50, I believe. So you get about $1.50 profit, so that'll be okay. Now we're gonna get into MedMen, and this is just a preliminary result, and it's saying that they did 22% quarter over quarter from 2019 second quarter, and they did 54.9 million pro forma and 73.2 million Canadian, because the 54.9 is in USD. So, and then they're talking about gross margin is 51% compared to 53% in the previous quarter. Now, the pro forma is based on their acquisitions. This is what it is, the pending acquisitions from Pharmacan and other. So that's what it is. It's $18.3 million, and their regular company, so when they report, it'll just say 36.6 million for their actual revenues, but it's notable that it's 54.9 million. So it's something to think about, because if you do the math, 54.9 times 1.33 on a conversion scale is about it's about 73 million Canadian. So it puts them up there with the big dogs. Now when we get into APHA, they did a really nice quarter. It was a lot of money. So, but MedMen is knocking it out of the ballpark for USA for revenues, especially when they get this pending acquisitions finalized. So the stores in California, Southern California, continue to perform well with increasing revenues quarter over quarter, and then their 10 operational locations reported a combined 24.9 million US dollars, 5% quarter over quarter. They have 16 new locations slated to open in the calendar year 2019, including 12 locations in Florida, where the company is licensed for up to 35 locations. So they have 82 total stores across 12 states, and then they'll be adding 16 new locations. So they'll have almost 100 stores across USA. So that's pretty significant. That's really going to help out their revenues come later this year. So yeah, it's interesting. I really like that. I am a shareholder of MedMen. So I'm also a shareholder of WAYL, so I'm happy about that. And APHA changed their logo, so you see the logo there, and they're talking about they have 1,000 employees worldwide. They did 73.6 million, up 240% from the previous quarter and 617% from prior year. And they have 107.5 million cash and 27.2 in liquid marketable securities to fund planned Canadian and international growth. And they announced early termination and liquidation of Liberty Sciences. Signed LOI with the Argentinian state-owned cannabis and exclusive supply with Insumos Medical, a Paraguay company. And first transfer of plant cuttings to Denmark based Scholl Medical. And they closed the acquisition of CC Pharma, which is a leading distributor of pharmaceutical products, including medical cannabis, to more than 13,000 pharmacies through Germany and Europe. And they say they're able to do 110,000 kilograms. And they introduced CanRelief, a CBD-based nutraceutical and cosmetics for the German market, distributed by the company's subsidiary CC Pharma. And they'll have 1,000 kilogram deal for their tender with Germany. So 73.5 million and 17.29 million in gross profit. Adjusted gross profit is 13.36 million. I guess the adjusted gross profit might have to do with the excise taxes. I'm not sure, but the gross margin is 18.2%, which is down a lot due to their acquisition in CC Pharma, which is adding a lot of revenues, but not the same type of revenues as their flower. So they did 77% previous quarter, well from a year ago, I mean, and they did 108 million loss. So that's pretty significant. That's really that's a lot of money that they lost. And they did 2636 kilograms, so they sold less than they did last year, and it cost them more for each gram. And all-in cost of goods sold 376 over 260 last year, and working capital 131 million. So, and we're talking about it was driven by 57.6 million of distribution revenue from CC Pharma and ABP, and they sold 1329 kilograms for the adult use market and 1,274 kilograms for the medical cannabis sales. So they're pretty much doing 50-50 as far as rec and adult sales. So that's interesting. Not that much money in the adult market so far for APHA. And they're talking about they increased their per gram is $8.03 compared to $7.51. That's at the retail, but them selling it declined to $5.14 per gram compared to $6.32 in the prior quarter. They're doing smaller package sizes and assortment and shelf space for the company brands. Gross profit of 13.4 million. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So they have a conference call at 6 a.m. Pacific time and 9 o'clock Eastern time. So you can call this number at 888-231-8191 in Canada or 647-427-745 from international locations, and use passcode of 9475768. And a telephone replay will be available approximately 2 hours after the call, so 11 o'clock Eastern or 8 o'clock Pacific. And you got to call 855-859-2056 and use passcode 9475768. And there's going to be a live webcast on the investor section of APHA's website as well. And the website will be archived for 30 days. So that's good to know. Anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to summarize about the financials and how Raven Quest is sent their first shipment to Wayland Group. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And MedMen's really nice preliminary quarter and APHA. So that's what I'm reporting, and I hope you enjoy this and give me a thumbs up. And until next time, peace.